Hi, Henk Akmans here, Supply Chain Dynamics, Chapter 8, Sysdea Gameplay 9, Concurrency. The topic of the original paper that Kim van Olschat and myself wrote on this pilot error thing, which was in the end published in 2016, was also an important topic in the original study that we did for Fokker aircraft back in 2004, I don't know, which is playing with different degrees of concurrency. And concurrency has to do with how long do you wait, how complete does the previous phase has to be before you do the next phase. And traditionally, concurrency is low, so it's more a sequential design. And the reasons are obvious. If you have, if you're not, if your design is not complete, then you will have to correct things in the next stage. So traditionally, the numbers are that between basic, the detailed design doesn't start until basic design is like 90% complete, and that tooling can start earlier when detailed design is around 50% complete, and that when tooling is complete for like 85% or 90%, that then we can also start production, which is up here. Now we can play with that, and let's do that. Let's make the required completeness for detailed design to start dramatically concurrent. Let's make that 30%, and then let's see what will happen. So when we move to detailed design, detailed design, where are you? That's where you are. And you do see that it starts sooner. That's what we said, wasn't it? And when it starts sooner, it can also finish sooner. And when it finishes sooner, also the quality that comes out of it is also high sooner. And when the quality is high sooner, that also means that the production can be ramped up sooner, because production is partly dependent, and tooling is, on the quality of designs. Let's see if that's indeed happening here. And there we go. And manufacturing capacity starts sooner. And yes, this starts sooner too. Okay, that's quite hopeful. And then the question becomes, and how many planes do we sell more? Because in the end, that's what it's all about. You do see that halfway down we are doing much better. Towards the end of the program, yeah, we let the base case catch up a little bit, but still, that's 6 planes more, and that only by by not spending any money basically, but by allowing engineers to start sooner. So that's a very attractive proposition. We can also look at the other ones. Let's see if we make tooling a bit faster and see what that would do for us. I've done this now with the fast forward button. And then you see that it doesn't really do a lot. Did I do this correctly? I think I did. 0.9, 0.3. I should at least see that tooling starts sooner. Yeah, but on the other hand, you know, it does from 0.5 is already pretty concurrent, so it's not so surprising, I suppose, that the impacts remain rather limited. What is interesting, can production starts way before tooling is finished, so with a sort of replaceable tooling. That will be interesting to see. And yes, it can, and that does give a significantly higher number, 13 planes. That's more than $1 billion in extra profits. Even order cancellations, no, you can't really say order cancellations are all that different. The main advantage is that we start sooner with selling aircraft, and therefore we are able to build up to scale the customer order backlog down sooner, and that's good. So all of the three of them work, especially the downstream one works, but upstream is also quite interesting. What we can then finally look at is what if we would do everything rather concurrent at 0.3 all the way. And this is the result. Far more planes sold, yes. And in fact, everybody's happy. You do need more people to do the work because there is more rework also in this model. So we do see that there are there's slightly, marginally more man years in development. There's definitely more man years in manufacturing, quite a lot. But those manufacturing man years are well spent because you sell more planes. So more concurrency actually would seem to be a good thing. The one thing stopping it is that it's also pretty scary because you allow something to start before you, while you know that it's not really ready yet.